actually seen the table.
We submitted a what's it called like info form.
When you either have it online or
We're down to only one. You what?
Sweet.
What?
I quit my job.
Oh yeah, you should
So
probably tell them
is
that.
there an opening where you're working?
Well, I got another
Would
job
you
with
be
IBM,
Huh, well then.
but I'll be gone 4 days a week.
Okay.
I'm consulting in San Francisco.
Oh.
But don't worry,
Boo.
I'll still be available. I'll probably be more available because all I'll be doing is working and sitting in my hotel room.
Yeah, right.
In San Francisco.
Yeah, that's not true. I don't know.
Well, then like a week you'll be like finding crap to do there, and you'll be
I
going
would-
in 10 different things or
You need to get
whatever.
out some restaurants.
I'm so excited.
It's pretty cool. Good for you.
Yeah. So,
And I get to tell people I'm consulting with
so
IBM.
program director. Kicking her out.
Okay.
I don't think any of the audio guys are coming in, girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, they're audio guys. What do you
How
want?
are they going to judge the movie? For the
We're putting them online.
Oh, okay.
Are you there, but I mean, I'm just saying like.
I've never seen that.
I saw that pulling in, I was like so sad.
I still have
Yeah, I see air conditioning going on in my car.
I'll take the one that looks like
You can do this, right? Because we used to do this as a drinking game. Okay.
Probably complicating his audio.
What time would be a good time tonight?
When she didn't say anything.
I said, do you want to do dinner? And she hasn't responded. When I'm gone. When I'm gone. Total running time, Keegan. Today.
1.4 hours.
1.4 hours.
Does that seem long?
Seems really long. Is that every movie
16?
or only the submitted ones that count for judging?
Only the ones that cover judging.
I guess that makes sense. That's what they
That's actually that should be shorter, right? That'll be shorter than the actual program.
Right, because all the ones that actually made it are also in there.
I don't have a runtime for all of them. I mean, that could be
He
fun.
wants to know day for pizza ordering.
It's not like we're saying, hey, it's too long to screen. That's still part of the deal. Unless it was an hour. And then I'd be really impressed and probably give them an award anyway that they made an hour-long movie in 48.
I don't know what we would do. We don't have time at the museum to be able to. Right, like we would let them, but there would have to be some sort of like veto or something.
If we did what now?
If it was too long to fit into the program at the museum,
Oh, we'd have to.
I don't know, deal with it.
It's never been a problem, so I guess we'd take it as it comes. Right? So how many total?
There was one. A few rounds back, there was a team and they submitted like an 8-minute movie or something.
No.
We still screened it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
48 hours, I doubt you're gonna do anything. I guess, although, you know, if the team's late.
I don't know if they turned it in on time, so I emailed them at least just asking for their two will call tickets. And haven't heard back from either of them.
Which teams were they?
Playhead Media, I think is what it is.
That's David.
They
And then
didn't.
the other one was the
They-
UAT team as well.
Did you hear back from them? Did they decide to go ahead and do it?
I don't think that they changed their mind. And I did hear back from them, but they didn't give me an answer on the will call tickets. He wrote back and said that he'll get back to me.
Hugo was probably worth it.
We have one animated film. It's
Nice. That's
different.
cool.
That's awesome. Did you hear that, Jason?
Oh.
We have an animated film.
Oh yeah.
The Just Warming Up team, I think they changed their name to Just Getting Started.
Oh, really?
Well, like not officially, like their registration, they might have just, I don't know, registered team when they registered was just warming up, and then when they turned into film, it was called just getting started.
It's fun if they introduce themselves Friday as a
Yeah, I don't know.
way.
The same thing with Good Stew. They registered as Great Stew, and then their film says Good Stew.
I'm like, we had to take it down a peg, yeah. We weren't sure if we were up to par with our name yet.
So I'm actually going to send them an email too, asking which they prefer in the program, so that it at least matches.
Yeah.
Not everybody did both. Some people just did just a trailer or just a poster. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 teams didn't turn in anything when it comes to trailer posters.
So how do you want today to go? Are we just gonna watch them all, figure out the winner, then do the, like even the poster and the trailer?
Trailer should be first, right? Because you don't even want to know if it makes you anticipate.
We watched them all together. So we'll go through whatever we want, all the posters and all the trailers at once.
Because I feel like you have to do those first, because that's the point of them, to see if it makes you excited to see the film.
If you watch the trailers after you've watched the movies, then
You judge it based on the movie.
Yeah.
I am more concerned about judging the movie based, because didn't we watch one of them and we were like, oh, the trailer, like last time we were like, oh, the trailer made us think this, and then
That's okay.
you almost like, that's part of the deal, I guess.
Right? In most cases, people see the trailer before they see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Watch all the films all the way through. Everybody ranks their films. We eat lunch. And as we're eating, we can just.
So on that sheet that I had you print out,
I fixed it.
what was wrong with it? Because maybe there's something else.
We took off a couple things. We're not going to do ensemble, and we're not going to do technical elements. We're just going to do the individual actor, individual actress, and then director.
That list is just the ones that are up for judging, plus the very first one, which is the old tester one.
So do we just ignore that column and then do a separate thing for our
I'll just.
posters and trailers? Aren't we just gonna talk about it? Or is
Yeah.
So, I mean, it should be obvious which one. Maybe we can just have them flip it over right on the back or
Yeah,
something.
you know, list their top 3, and then we just everybody like here, name your top 2, and then we just count the votes based on that.
Yeah. So maybe we just ignore that.
That way it'll
Or
go.
however they're comfortable doing it. We just explain what the deal is and
Yeah, just give it.
feel comfortable.
You're gonna want to note your top 2, and then we'll just go through that. That way it'll streamline it too. We won't have to have a ton of discussion.
Is it okay on posters and trailers?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything.
So do we want him to just step out and then we can bring him back while we watch?
Yeah,
to
do that.
get a little, yeah, is that cool now? When we do the awards forum, we just want you to step out.
Yes, of course.
And then we'll come back and we'll actually screen the movies, you can get that stuff too, and then that'll be the rest that we go on.
That'd be fine, yeah.
Also, I just have a side question. When did you turn into the guy who uses cliches all the time?
When did I do that?
You said run it up the flagpole.
Now I think I do it because I know you for some reason you don't like them. So now I do it all the time.
Do you really want to be that guy who says run it up the flagpole?
Yeah. That's classic. You know how much stupid stuff you say on a daily basis?
Yeah, I do.
Anything that we can encourage people to be able to, you know. And like offering more availability of options for people, I mean, that could definitely help, right?
Do we want to make it like an only a turn in here?
No, I would say no.
Because we have people who, like, the people in Flagstaff and stuff, that wouldn't be.
The other interesting thing is the way we've set up this mystery box thing, or the way we've talked about setting it up.
It's hit or
It's going to be
hit or
tough for
miss.
people. It's going to be
So-
tough for people who aren't at the kickoff. That's going to be the more difficult.
We had 4 people that asked to turn them in person. That's the most that we've had in several rounds. Usually it's just 1.
A3F does that cool thing where they, like, interview people when they come and turn them in and, like, ask them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like that.
Interview them how, like on camera?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
he,
like, they.
So she went to hand it in, and they were set up at like Marley's again, but outside, so people could just basically run up to them and hand their film in. But then they had the whole light kit, and they just did a little quick like, so
Yeah.
how did it go? General stuff. I think the trickier thing is people are going to have to be for the mystery box. The way we kind of talked about having this challenge work. How's it going to work for teams that can't be at the kickoff?
What happens?
Agreed.
Yeah, right.
That.
Well, It depends on what we end up deciding to do, right? Because if we do say it's a contributory sort of thing,
Alright.
we could just have them like virtually do it. Like they could Skype in and they could email us whatever we're having them do. They have to be present, but they don't have to be here. I don't
If
know.
it's a thing where they draw from something, I mean,
We could draw for them and tell them what they got.
or they get the last.
Right.
Oh, theirs is 10.5 minutes long.
That sounds like
What?
Yeah,
one of the late ones that asked if
Xeno's Paradox?
theirs would be okay to show.
10.5 minutes.
Including credits.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
It's not cool.
He's angry.
Oh, yeah, you know, Bill.
Well,
Good to see you, sir.
that's what minute credits.
Have a seat at the table.
Oh, yeah.
They look like they went all.
You're special. You get table seats.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Great filmmaker forum the other day.
Thanks.
Yay!
I heard a lot. It's something weird. Even the bad ones that I don't like, there's something about it where it looks like I don't even want to go. It's like if I miss one, I feel like
You know what's funny? I'm not a horror person. That was my favorite panel so far.
yeah.
So it was just interesting. I mean, they got into some different stuff about like financing and money a little bit, but even just like the DIY aspect, I thought was really cool.
Well, I
It just was like for the filmmaker fusion.
It was
This week's?
Yeah.
this last one. You were
I just
there.
think sometimes you think like a subject
You're there.
might not be as great.
Oh, you're talking about the horror one.
Yeah, the horror. I'm not a
I was
horror
like,
guy.
that was the topic this week. Where was I?
Well, this one was nice because it was a lot of real down to earth issues. Like the pictures are a real big deal for me. When you get hired to be on a movie set and then they upload 1,000 pictures, I'm like, part of the reason they hired you was your professionalism and discretion.
Right.
I don't think you should be doing that, you know.
It seems almost self-evident. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I'm just like, really? That's something you thought it was okay to do?
There's a lot of people unaware of like common
Basic common sense.
in the world.
Yeah, no.
So when you translate that to, I mean, you're gonna have some issues like that come up.
And if the director says, please, I want to blast this thing everywhere, I want it to go viral, then, I can see that. But a lot of times,
even like Larry Nemi was talking about the commercial stuff, and he's like, this is a product they might not have revealed yet. Like, they want to reveal it in this commercial potentially, or in their own way. Like,
precisely,
Of course, you shouldn't be taking pictures of something.
Well, I've had guys that say, I'd like to, here's a picture from the set, I'd like to show you more, but I can't because of the NDA I signed. And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. How would you even say that?
Because to bring it up.
Yeah, just the wonder of
Because I'm cool.
Yeah, because I'm so awesome.
I am so
violated
cool.
my NDA. I'm afraid of nothing.
Ah!
Oh, geez, you've been up all night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep watching and writing.
Yeah. Just keep rolling.
Doesn't bother.
There's that news guy again.
No, hey, I'm Keegan. Keegan, I'm Trent. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Keenan's our Film Challenge director.
Hi.
He'll be the administrator of the competition. So
Paige.
he'll be the guy playing DJ in here.
To read my review of Deathlock, or I mean, Speak No Evil?
Yes.
What do you think?
I haven't seen it though.
I thought everybody saw it.
No.
I was waiting and waiting. I go, well, let's see. I've seen it at the premiere. I saw it at Comic Con. I saw it up on the hill at Jerome. Everyone's got to see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Time to vote this pass,
That's awesome.
This first one is just like won't count or anything.
No, 16 on 5.
I think it's 16, yeah.
Are you documenting this for like a... Already? I can already tell you. No. Yeah. I know this guy. He still owes me money. It's their masterpiece?
We're not doing the masterpiece anymore.
Mystery
We're
box
doing
and then
something
breakout.
called Mystery Box, and then we're doing the breakout challenge.
These guys, the masterpiece was the museum, was the art inspired. No, good. I think that was Webs and
On the nose?
I like it. We just we haven't gotten a lot of response for it, so.
Really? The response? It was always the same people too, as I recall.
Yeah, so like when we, because that's how Aaron and I found out about IFP, there was only 5 people.
When I was making the spreadsheet.
So we're trying to kind of get,
On Google Docs, I was like,
shake it up and see if we can get it.
Oh, good.
people really did not like Disco Ball.
I think 3 was actually a higher percentage than we. That's almost 20%. If it's 16, it's not bad.
But when you say it the other way, that
See, hi, I'm TJ.
80% of the people chose Candle.
You didn't think it would be higher though, did you? I mean,
I'm one of the co-directors.
I don't know what I thought.
Okay.
I just-
How's it going, guys?
Good, good.
I'm Aaron.
Hello, Aaron, Stan.
Aaron, I'm Trent.
Trent, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm the other co-director with her.
Okay.
This is our challenge. This is our challenge.
What are you dissing me over there?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going?
You okay?
I didn't see.
No, you're networking, you know, I know.
I think it's a. Thank you.
From AZ Republic or
No.
Thank you.
I got a smart water.
Hey, can I have one of those? A smart water?
To improve my brain.
During my film student days, the only time I got fed was on a shoot. I was like, come on, craft services, please be more than a water bottle and a package.
Kool-Aid and yeah.
It usually was the cold cut tray from Costco.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually stretch those a lot.
Because I got spoiled when I first started working for Steve Bargo, and he would have Chipotle and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, if this is, I made the right career choice.
Until the next film, where yeah, it was the cold cuts.
We had that box of assorted chips from Sam's Club. You know? This is not craft service.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
You prepared to say this one.
I'm just glad there's one.
Aaron, Jared, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for.
Here are your ballots. You're gonna get one extra sheet for you. And I'm sure you guys all know each other. Lost Jim.
We got 5 days to do the 6 days worth of tickets.
So how long do we wait for James to do his go?
James is not coming, sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
He got stuck. Thunderstorms in Montreal. I won't be flying today.
Okay, then we only need 2.
Well, we have one extra in case somebody screws up.
Do you want to go in and walk them through it, Keegan? Get them started? Like just
Yeah, I can brief everybody right now.
do it.
Tell them what the prop, dialogue.
But I mean, are we waiting for another person?
No.
No? Okay.
It makes sense more in your
All right, everybody. One of you's done this before, right? Anybody else?
Done something similar.
Similar? All right. So these were all 48-hour films. You probably know that much. And there's basically 3 main parts. We've got a film from all of them, a poster that they made, and a trailer, 30-second trailer for each. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the posters first, all the trailers first, or second, and then the films after that. In the end, you're just going to use this to figure out which films you're going to be first, second, third, fourth, and that's the only thing that kind of gets submitted. So you can kind of fill it out however kind of works best for you as you're going. So like if you leave us a block blank, that's not going to really matter as long as in the end you're able to figure out which films were better than other ones. Whatever works for just basically figuring out the ranking films 1 through 12. The first place film will get 12 points, second place film will get 11 points, and then we'll kind of tally all those up. Okay. So that's pretty much the only thing that we'll be kind of like turning in.
I know these folks right now, and we're
Yeah.
friends. We just met, but we're friends.
Yeah, and I'm meeting a lot of you guys for the first time, so if that's cool. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, Colin Boyd, I review for Tucson Weekly and Las Vegas City Art.
Lisa Lindsay, I review for Phoenix Film Foundation and for TheRealCritic.com.
Leslie Vedder, I work for Cox Communications. And
Helen Stevenson, I'm the director of the Prescott Film Festival.
Bill Pierce, I write for PhoenixExaminer.com.
I'm Trent C. I'm just a fan. I'm representing HB2, which is one of the sponsors of the Phoenix Film Festival.
And I'm Stan Robinson. I'm a retired first AD after 25 years in the industry, and then I write for AZ Weekly, Entertainment Magazine. This is my 7th year.
Jim Weingart, work at BKW. We sell professional audio video gear, and we brought Sennheiser in as a sponsor for this event.
I'm Guy Crawford. I'm with PKW as well, and so Jerry Delgado. I'm with Sennheiser. I'm the local rep here. If you don't know what Sennheiser does, we make microphones, headphones, wireless kits, and everything else you need to make your film sound great.
I'm Aaron Kesh, one of the co-program directors of the IFP Phoenix.
My name is TJ. I'm the other co-director of IFP Phoenix. Just want to say thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate your feedback. These challenges mean a lot to our filmmakers, and so it's really great that we could have you participate.
And I'm
No one
Jason
cares about
Carney.
that guy.
Everybody cares about me. I'm Jason Carney. I'm the executive director of the Phoenix Film Foundation.
What do you do, Keegan?
Keenan?
I'm the Filmmaker Challenges Director for IFP.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Eid?
Eid.
No, I've heard of EAD. That would be a problem.
Okay.
The only real rule we have, or the only real important rule, is to, while we're watching all the films, not kind of talk about them during that process. We'll have a process afterwards where we can kind of discuss all the films.
The films themselves, like your first, like those, but we're not going to discuss that. That's going to be completely silent panel voting.
You're just
But
gonna rank your
you're just going to rank the ones that you like, and we'll total them up. But the individual awards that we're handing out, that's going to be more of a debate. We'll have a little bit more open dialogue on that. But the films themselves, it's just your opinion, silent balloting.
The teams each got 1 of 3 envelopes. They get to kind of pseudo-randomly. And in each envelope, they get 2 options for prop and line. The 2 props were a candle and a disco ball. Every team had to choose between one of those. The lines of dialogue were, is the life of the party, and they could fill it in however they wanted, and then I can't feel my, that's it. So those are on here listed as ICFM, I can't feel my, and LOP for life of the party, depending on which one they decided to use.
Okay.
And then genres, we had 6 total genres, they still get to choose from 2 in each envelope. And so those are gonna be listed there as well, showing what genre they had their criteria. First film on the list has a bunch of asterisks next to it. That one was a film that was turned in late, that is not eligible for any awards, but we use that as a kind of warm-up one. So, you know, treat it like the others, but in the end, when we're picking our 1 through 12, that one doesn't get included. The one called Doubting Thomas. Anything else? I think that's it. Do you want to go through all the posters first, or all the trailers? Posters. Some of these are not going to be on the list, but we can just spend a little time. And they had extra time to work on these. They had basically till yesterday to turn in posters and trailers. Okay, so that is all of them.
That's all the posters?
That's all the posters.
So just making sure I got everything. The date, the key, and comforting shadows. Okay.
Yeah. So do we pick the
You want to do that?
top?
Talk about the poster?
Yeah.
Okay. Malcolm, do you want to?
So we're gonna give out awards like the film that used their genre the best, or however you want to gauge that. It's subjective.
Why you're here is because you have opinions.
And if you really liked the film, but you thought, you know, they didn't use any of the stuff very well, then maybe that knocks it down in your overall rank. That's a little more subjective as well. We have actual awards for each of the requisites.
Okay.
And I see they're also vying for the coveted anything else notable award.
Right.
So we actually decided this year to do a prize for, because we had like best technical before or best ensemble, but there's not always a film that has great technical stuff, or there's not always a film with a great ensemble. So we were kind of like, hey, we'll just talk about it, and if anybody says, you know, in this film, this thing was amazing, like,
Something just jumped
I
out.
can't believe they did this in 48 hours. I'd like, so we're
Special
gonna,
achievement award.
yeah, basically special, whatever it is. Because we were tired of being like ensemble, and there's, every film only has a guy.
And if we're not particularly impressed, like as a group with anything, then
We won't give it up, because we didn't tell anyone we were doing it. So we have freedom, you have power as judges.
All right.
You have the power.
So if they didn't have a trailer, I mean, they're still,
Yeah.
they can still win the.
Sure, the trailer and the poster are really, they're just for you. We encourage people to make them, because if you're gonna make a film, you should probably have a trailer.
But that's outside of the 48 hours.
But that's outside. Mhm. That's more just to help filmmakers get used to doing those things for publicity when they're.
We also have them do like a synopsis and stuff like that. Basically, so that in the end they have a package that they could go onto without a box and everything's just ready to go. And it's just gonna take a while.
Right? We're gonna knock them down.
Another clipboard?
I do have another clipboard.
So, this grid is basically for us.
Yeah.
These two are the only ones that really matter for the score.
Yeah. However you can make this work best for you. You can figure out your ranking 1 through 12. Alright, everybody set? We're gonna go.
Anyone who's done with the sheet, I can take them to the finish, so.
Yeah.
Is this the same thing as this? Is it?
Yeah, either way, whatever he can, as long as he can see something, he's just gonna put them into a spreadsheet and then just. As long as you get 1 through 12 on one of those, that's fine.
You already did.
Oh, cool.
Use that.
Big on that stick foot.
That the other sheet, I think they're calling those out too, but we can talk about those.
More.
Get to work.
Yeah.
You want us to do all the films?
Yes.
We're good, you're the camera.
I have reserves that I can so I should be okay.
I got one of your actors coming from Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Emma Bates plays Ursula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in line if you want to get. We're just blocking your path to pizza.
Path to pizza.
That is also.
You know what, I'm gonna leave this one open right here.
We'll be so happy.
Oh, come on.
I love Chipotle, and those tofu tacos were out of control. I will tell you, after the 4 days of the kids camp eating Chipotle burritos, I was like, I never want another burrito. And then like
We
2 days
love
later,
Chipotle.
and then 2 days later, I was like, I actually really want some Chipotle. It like wore off so fast because Chipotle's delicious. Yeah. So they are all marked on the front. So this is cinnamon bread. This is regular garlic bread. This is pepperoni, vegetarian pepperoni.
Thank you.
Sure. You want to keep out of there as much as possible.
Cheater.
Whoa, Jim's not done. Whoa. Back up that finishing truck.
No rush, no rush.
You have plenty of time. Except I want it right now. Thank you.
Are you on a diet over there or something?
Funny part is.
So sad, Chris. Went for it, but.
They're creative.
You're gonna want this. Especially because we got Chelsea,
Yeah.
Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, some like 110-year-old guy is one of your guests.
It's a woman, she's 93.
93, she's gonna make it? Well, you know, that's always a gamble.
We're going on in 5 days is my festival.
So,
So, we got our meetings.